How's it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the NECA Ultimate Jigsaw figure. Up until this point they've had 10 films, which I believe they released Saw X or Saw 10 last year in 2023. This figure just released, and as of right now I believe it was released first at Target, because that's where I found this guy, and I hadn't really seen it anywhere else, or available anywhere else to pick up online. So I believe this was a Target exclusive for now. I'm sure it's going to release other places as well. Go ahead and get a quick look around the box. We'll open it up and get a better look at the figure. So for starters, guys, we got one of the traps from the films. Got the saying on top: how much blood would you shed to stay alive? Saw Ultimate Jigsaw figure, or Ultimate Jigsaw logo. What's cool about this, I like the simplicity of it. Similar to the Feral Predator, where it's just black and red. I mean, it's a basic cover, but I really dig it. On the side, we got a photo shot of Billy on his tricycle. Saw Ultimate Jigsaw NECA Real Toys. On the back, we got several photo shots of the figure itself. Saw logo at the bottom. Yeah, actually pretty solid. And then we have a photo shot of the figure of Jigsaw. Saw Ultimate Jigsaw NECA Real Toys logo. And then we got a full profile shot of Billy and Jigsaw. And then there's Jigsaw, Billy, in all their glory. Got quite a bit of stuff on this, so kind of excited to get this opened up. So let's go ahead and get it opened up and get a better look at the figure. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get right to it. So for starters, I have to say I really dig the head sculpt on this guy. The Tobin Bell's likeness looks really spot on. I think it looks absolutely incredible. NECA really knocked it out of the park. From the hair detail, I mean, looks really nice, to the face. Looks really, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm really impressed with this figure so far. As for head articulation, head does rotate all the way around. Head does look up really well. It does look down fairly well, not too much, but still, I mean, the face has a nice, the face itself looks great. Has a nice head tilt from side to side. As for the rest of the suit, the cloak, or whatever you want to call it, has a bendy wire here, and it's a bit of a soft, I guess like a nylon sort of a material. It's really nice, really soft, and it has like a shine to it. I really dig that. As for the arm articulation, arm does come up 90 degrees. Should rotate all the way around. Given the coat, it hinders the movement a little bit. I'd have to double check and see if I can actually get this off fairly easily. As you can see, there is a Velcro on the coat. You can open it up. You can see his shirt, his pants, and other stuff too. So as for the elbow, there is I want to say it feels like a double joint in the elbow, but again, more than likely the coat here is hindering that movement. There is rotation at the elbow. There is rotation at the wrist. Wrist does not too much in and out or side to side swivel. As for the other arm, same thing, does come up almost about 90 degrees. A little bit stiff, guys, so don't want to force it to have a video fail. Arm should rotate all the way around. There is a double joint, it feels like, in the elbow. Again, coat kind of hinders that movement. There is rotation in the elbow, and there is rotation in the wrist. This one, the wrist does feel like it does have a nice swivel back and forth fairly well. As for the rotation of the torso, there is pretty good rotation, so you could get some decent solid poses out of that. Not much of a crunch downward or a crunch back, but still not too bad. As for the leg articulation, leg does come up fairly well. Does go back okay. Single joint in the knee, which is kind of stiff, guys, so I'm not going to force it. Leg does come out, so he can do the splits. There is rotation at the knee. I'm not going to force it again, guys, and have a video fail. Foot does have full rotation all the way around. It doesn't feel like there's too much back and forth. more than likely because of the way the pant is molded. There's a bit of a ankle rocker side to side, not too bad. Other leg does come up fairly well. I feel like it's kind of weird. There's like a bit of a interesting mold here for the knee joints. It almost, where his knees are kind of bent all the time, more than likely because of the way it's molded here at the end of the pants or at the knee or whatever. Not a deal breaker, but kind of has him posing already kind of like that. So I noticed he is a little bit hard to stand. As for the rest of the leg articulation for this leg does go back. Does have a single joint. Goes back that far. Don't want to force it further because it's kind of stiff. Does do the split pretty well. Rotation at the knee. Rotation in the foot. And then, as I said, I feel like the foot could go back and forth. The only thing is the way the pant is molded, and there is a bit of a ankle rocker there. Not too bad. I will say the shoes are nicely crafted. I like the mold of the pants, the shirt. All around, I love the coloring on this figure. It's really, really nice. The detail so far has been really solid. So, yeah, guys, with that, let's go ahead and get him off to the side and get a better look at his accessories. As for his accessories, guys, he does come with 3 extra hands, 2 of which are closed-fisted hands. And I have to say they're pretty nice. They're just solid black, but really, really dig the attention to detail on these. They look almost similar to the ghost-faced fisted hands, the gloves, but still pretty solid, pretty decent. As for the third hand, guys, it is more of a open hand or a gestured hand. And again, I really like the simplicity of this, but I like how the fingers are like nice and bent. Again, really, really solid detail on these. For them being gloved hands, I just like the gesture of them. I think they're pretty nice, pretty solid. Up next, guys, he comes with a tape recorder. And I love the little detail in this. You can see the speaker there. You can see the actual tape there. Love the coloring on this. I mean, it's fairly simple, but I think NECA did a really, really good job of the little details that they put into it. You can see the buttons there with the little red record button. Yeah, I just really love the attention to detail that NECA puts into these guys. Really, really solid. Really, really nice. Up next, guys, he comes with his wrist blade or his retractable blade. Actually, with this one, you would take off the hand, you pop that on and pop the hand back on, and it doesn't retract or anything. I love the detail though right there where it has that spring-loaded looking mechanism. Got the chrome. I mean, the blade looks really, really nice. Really, really solid detail, guys. And up next, he comes with the reverse bear trap. This thing looks absolutely gnarly, just like in the movie. Full disclosure, guys, I've only seen Saw 1, 2, and 3. Not the biggest fan of the Saw franchise, but I definitely got to give it up to NECA for reproducing this contraption. I mean, it's really, really nice. There's a bit of a soft plastic wire there, so I would be very careful with that. But all around, I mean, you see the little padlock there, the little like mechanism there, the gear. I mean, this thing looks absolutely cool, man. Up next, guys, we have a head sculpt of the pig mask with the long hair. If you remember this from the film, I always remember this being like a really, really creepy, but yeah, NECA did a great job with this head sculpt. Basically, we just pop the head off of the figure and then just pop this right on. It's on a ball joint. So yeah, the hair is soft plastic, so very, very nice. Love the strands there. Just the pig mask looks absolutely gnarly. Up next, guys, he does come with a secondary head sculpt. And the head sculpt is, I guess, when he's already got his head shaved. When he's, I guess if you remember the first film when, spoiler alert, he's in the room the whole time. Yeah, this is a really, really nice detailed head sculpt. I mean, the head sculpt looks great. I am still pretty shocked at how close to Tobin Bell's likeness that they got with this. See a little soul patch there. But yeah, guys, NECA really, really knocks it out of the park with their accessories. And I mean, just their figures overall. They just really knocked it out with this one. And finally, guys, he comes with Little Billy, the puppet, on the tricycle. Really, really awesome that they included this with this figure. You have see the wheel is functioning there. The wheels on actually all the wheels are functioning. They turn. The only thing I will have to say that's a downer about this is the fact that I feel like the Billy himself is really, really fragile. In trying to get him onto the bike handles and onto the bike, it seemed very, very like just fragile, like real flimsy. There are little pegs on the bottom here. I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but there are pegs there, so you can actually peg into his feet, and see the peg hole there. And I pegged one of them in just for as to kind of show as an example, but I like the little glittering that they did. The color on this guy really pops. I think he looks really cool. He does have some head articulation, not too much. The arms, there is no articulation. There is articulation here at the forearms, but again, it felt really like flimsy, so I'd be very careful with that if you do pick this guy up. There is some leg articulation, which I thought was kind of cool. Leg does come out, does go up, does go back, but it's all one solid piece. As for the feet, again, the feet feel kind of flimsy, but there is some articulation there. Not too bad, but again, I feel like it is rather flimsy, but really solid sculpt. Really dig the color too. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of the figure here. Are you a fan of the Saw film franchise? Which is your favorite? Which is your least favorite? For someone like me, I've only seen 1, 2, and 3. So comment down below, let me know which is another good one. Like I said, I kind of tuned out after part 3, but I hear Saw X is really good, and that it's supposed to be taking place in between 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments. I should check out some of the other ones. Beyond that, if you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again, guys, for coming back and for the continued support. I really appreciate it. Some pretty big news, guys. I already hit 600 subscribers, so super excited about that, and huge shout out and thank you to everybody that has supported the channel from the beginning up till now. Seriously, I cannot thank y'all enough, and I look forward to interacting with you all more and everything, and hanging out with everybody when me and Night Owl are doing in the house. So until then, we'll see you in the next video, guys. Take it easy and have a good one.